Hello guys and welcome to a new We Talk UAV video. You know, this drone is very cool, but you know what's actually cooler than this drone? Yes, this one. Isn't that amazing? Now in this video we're gonna show you all the steps we made for creating this amazing drone, and we'll show you how. Now let's go inside. Now first of all, we have to get in touch. We have to feel like we're people that can do graffitis and stuff again. Just give me a second. Yeah! I feel like my man, but I still think there's something missing. So oh my god, that was intense. It was like a dream came true. Whew. Well, anyways, so first we're gonna show you everything that we've been using for this amazing drone, and I think the end result is pretty awesome. So it's black. It's a nice black Phantom. So this is like a movie. You need some props. So give me the first. This is a spray paint. In black, a brilliant black. The important thing here is that it includes the prime paint, because you're gonna be using that after using the sandpaper that you're gonna see in a second. This is some amazing tape you'll need to put over the parts that you do not want to be painted, like the TOF sensors or some of the motors or the gimbal and stuff like this. Then we have this, which is a nice sandpaper, of course used because we've already been painting it. And you're going to be using this a lot, so make sure to have a couple of this. You'll take your Phantom in the video and you're going to be scratching all over, so that will explain this in a moment. Also we have a nice mask, which is supposed to be working like this, and you're going to be using this because this is going to be really messy in a few moments. And finally, or not so finally, we have this amazing keys, tools, Allen, I don't know if you call them Allen or whatever you call them. You're going to be using at least 2 different sizes of this, and the last thing but not least, some screwdrivers, because you're going to need them also. Let's go again inside. Oh, and before starting we wanted to say one thing. First, we're not professional painters. Okay, this means that we have no idea on how to paint. Second, we're not engineers, so we don't know what we're gonna find inside this drone and all the cables and stuff. Actually, we know nothing about anything in life. We don't even know how to breathe sometimes, and I think at some point I don't even know. Sorry for this little break. Also, that there's no warranty that covers this. There is probably no one that is gonna repair anything if this breaks. Make it under your own risk. We do not recommend it, but you know, we're kind of cool people, and Chibo is the master in Republican Fallopian Congo. So we have done it, and it's pretty awesome. No more talking. Well, the first thing you want to do when taking your amazing drone, of course, is taking this gimbal protector. That, of course, is not going to be used when painted. Also, make sure to not have the propellers attached, of course. Then you're going to be taking the decks of these motors away. For that you need a screwdriver. Make sure to be careful with this, because this is maybe a little bit tricky. So make sure to take all 4 out of them, and then you'll have this white plastic that you're going to be peeling off. And also be careful with this, because you're going to be using this afterwards, so make sure to not break it or rip it off somehow. And you can take this also out with the screwdriver. The next step is to take out all the screws from the gimbal, and for that you're going to be using the Allen key, the Allen tool, and the 1.5 millimeters. This is very important because you may not have this at home, so you may have to purchase it, or any friend or cousin or sister to give it out to you. And Once you have this key, all you need to do is take out all of the screws that include the gimbal. And then you'll see that you can partially take out the gimbal. Once the gimbal is loose, like here, you're gonna take it on one side out, unscrew this part of this metal plates and disconnect the gimbal, this little piece right here, and you'll see that now you can take out the gimbal from the drone. So the next thing you have to do, remember, before taking off the gimbal and mounting out the part of the body, is to disconnect these 4 cables here. You can see there is one black, one dark gray, one light gray and one white. Remember how they are connected, because you're going to be connecting them again afterwards. Remember, first the black, then the light gray, then the dark gray, and finally the white cable. Make sure to use a tool or something, because if you have bratwurst fingers like me, you may not be getting into all the cables very safely. So once this is done, and we can proceed to unscrew all the screws from the body. You can start from the motors. Each of the motors has 3 2mm Allen screws, so make sure to take them all out, and once they are all out, proceed to take out the screws on the body. You'll have a total of 8 extra screws on the body. Once the screws are taken out, you can proceed very carefully, but using a little bit of strength, to unmount your complete body and to have two pieces of the body in your hand. So now, before starting the cool part, which is painting and feeling like a graffiti man, all you want to, or women, let's be equal in everything, all you want to do here is use the tape and protect all the cables, protect the motors, protect all the parts that may not be painted black. So make sure to spend some time doing this, because this is very sensible and you do not want to paint something black that later won't be black. So make sure to spend some time here. So now the funny part starts. You're gonna take the sandpaper and you're gonna spend some time scratching the whole drone. So make sure to take both parts of the body and scratch like you've never been scratching before. Feel like a DJ. This is gonna be funny. You have to scratch because the pore has to be opened as much as you can, because otherwise the paint won't be getting very strong attached to the body or to the mount of the drone. So you want to be scratching very hard without breaking it, of course. Spend some time and be sure to scratch the whole mount of the drone. Once you have both parts really nicely scratched, all you want to do is take the paint that, as I said before on the intro, it has to include this prime paint, because otherwise you have to buy it separately, but be very sure to include this paint, this prime paint on your painting. You have to give it one base, one spray of prime paint. Once this dries out, it depends on the paint, and if you, it can go up to 2 or 3 hours drying up. If you have it included, you can proceed directly to paint the first part of the drone. For that, you're gonna be starting away from the drone and slowly at a distance of 1 foot or about 30 centimeters, painting in lines the drone, and you do not want to spend a lot of time in the same place, because otherwise you'll have a lot of paint over it. So make sure to make one base of the paint and let it dry for a few minutes or even half an hour or 1 hour, as long as your color needs. Finally, we'll do the same procedure also with the sandpaper. Once first black base is painted, you may have to use the sandpaper again to scratch a little bit out the parts that are not very good painted, and include a second base of the paint, second time that you paint the whole drone. And we made even a third time just in case, and to have everything well done. Also very important here is that you use a towel or something, because after scratching, as it is plastic, you will leave a lot of dust, and it's not very pleasant, and it's also not good for the paint. So make sure to clean out the drone each time after using the sandpaper. Finally, after the third time you paint your drone, you can leave it out for some drying, and the result will be awesome. The last part and the most amazing part is putting all the screws back. You're gonna spend some time, and all you wanna do here is fly the drone. So be patient, make sure that no screws are left, because this will be a problem for sure. And also all the cables that you took, like the IMU, the compass, calibration, everything, make sure to put all the cables back in the right place, all the tools, all the screws, because otherwise you'll be in danger. And finally, this is the final result. And all we want to do right now is to go out and fly it a little bit and have some fun and see how this blackbird looks in the sky. Well, we're gonna test this drone. We hope it flies. We came to a safe place with walls around, so nothing dangerous can happen. Let's see what happens.
Watch out! The floor is lava!
Well guys, thank you for watching this video of this amazing drone, and we hope that you like it, that you could learn. We want to see if you are also eager to do anything like this, and let us know in the comments. We'll check it out. So leave a like for the spray, for the girls that were in the video, and let us know any comments. Make sure to subscribe, and always remember, keep calm and talk UAV.